Hey guys, we're back with another movie review. We are actually outside. Why? Because we need to mix up the backgrounds sometimes.
You probably don't want to stare at a white wall all the time.
Man, did you hear all those quacks?
Just make it a little more interesting.
What he said. But yeah, we wanted to do something a little bit different. We were going to be somewhere else where we actually got mountains in the background, but filming complications. The sea thing, the sea bomb. Can't talk about it still, but yeah, we're doing something different. Don't like it? It's okay.
So we're just trying out new things.
Give us ideas, give us feedback. We're actually going to be, I hope this isn't disclosing too much information. I'll see if I want to put it in the final cut or not. We might actually be moving somewhere.
What?
Yeah. So you know what that means? We're going to have different backgrounds.
Yes. Hopefully a better background than we have. We're trying, guys. I know.
We're looking at somewhere where we're going to have a designated office space to actually do our videos. We'll probably turn it into an actual studio, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that. So since you're like, oh, what? You guys don't do anything different with your backgrounds. Hey,
we're trying. We hear you, even though you're not commenting it.
You're texting us.
You're texting us. You're telling me face to face. I know this. I can read your mind.
It's okay. Things are gonna change. Whenever people subscribe in the future and look back at these videos, they're gonna think they're so horrible, but we're in the process of changing that.
This costs money, so we're doing everything we can to be really good at this.
And with the C-bomb going on, hey, we are doing what we can.
Yes.
It's gonna make trying to do financial stuff a little interesting. But yeah, with that, let's actually roll the movie review that we filmed prior to this.
Yeah.
Now she wanna call me asking favors. Still I'm on the hunt for
Extraction, directed by Sam Hargrave, also written by Joe Russo. Not the Russo brothers, but just one of them. If you don't know who that is, just watch almost every Marvel movie ever that's good.
Watch our Marvel movie reviews and you'll know exactly who that is. Watch our Marvel, 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 watch our Marvel. Well, where do we start with this movie review? We start with, Chris Hemsworth is back in a movie that it's different. So obviously it's not a Marvel movie. It's not him being a race car driver. It's
true, yeah.
It's him being a John Wick in a sense.
Being a badass. And he's not Thor either.
Yeah, he's not Thor. He's not jacked like Thor either.
Mm-hmm. He's not fat Thor either.
Yeah, definitely not fat Thor.
I found out about this movie, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. I didn't even know about this until I saw a trailer for it. Watching the trailer for it, I thought, this could be a really good action movie. I got really good John Wick vibes watching the trailer, some good action. And I was super hyped for this movie, believe it or not. I like to see Chris Hemsworth do something that's not Thor, even though I love him as Thor, don't get me wrong, but I would also just like to see him branch out a little bit more and be in more successful movies. Chris Hemsworth was really good in this movie. His acting was, of course, on point.
He looked very in his element, to be quite honest.
Chris Hemsworth was really good. The cast was really good.
I enjoyed seeing that we had a lot of actors from India. I feel that we need some more movies from India, obviously not Bollywood type stuff. That's just the country we usually don't see much.
It was a really good cast, all in all. I even like the kid actor. His name is Ovi in the movie. I thought he was really good, even though I guess he doesn't have a ton of lines, but for what he has, I thought he was really good. He did the part really well.
It was very significant for whenever he did talk, he was always significant.
You might think, you're thinking, oh, this movie sounds really good. I'm gonna stop you right there. This movie it's fine. The action is top notch. This is one of the best action movies I've seen in a while. Like I said, I got some John Wick vibes from this. It was shot really well. I love the directing in this movie. I don't know what Sam Hargrave has done as the past. I think he was a stunt coordinator in the past. I don't know if he's directed another movie or not. But for what he did, I thought he directed this movie really well. Some of the shots he did, the action shots, a lot of one-shots with the action scenes. I love me some one-shots.
Started with Goodfellas for me, yes.
Yes. He was really good. I thought he directed this really well. I don't know. I love Joe Russo. I love him and his brother. I love what they've done with some of the Marvel movies. They made Captain America Civil War, Captain America Winter Soldier.
That one Bridges movie with
Yeah, Bridges with Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
He made Infinity War and Endgame. All of those are really good Marvel movies to me. I never saw Bridges, so I can't really give you my opinion on that.
I haven't either. I think it's 21 Bridges too, not
21
just Bridges.
21 Bridges, yeah. Extraction is a movie I probably would not watch again. I just thought it was a little bland for my liking. And you can disagree with me on that, it's totally fine. Movie is subjective. But I would recommend you watch this movie for the action. This action is so amazing. There's a lot of action. It kind of reminds me of like an 80s action movie in a way. I just thought some of this action was some of the best I've seen in a movie. What did you think about this movie?
I completely agree with following up with what Zach just said about he really wouldn't rewatch it. It's a movie to me I wouldn't rewatch unless I was out with friends, hanging out, and like, oh yeah, this movie looks good. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, let's not watch it. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, we need to watch this.
Yes.
It was great for just watching it one time. It did have a great ending, and it left a lot to speculation, I guess, in a sense, without getting too real deep into it. I know it's based off a book or a comic book.
Yeah.
We couldn't really find details when we were researching that.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really know what would happen afterwards, or maybe if after this blows up, the person that wrote it's like, hey, let me write another thing to it. We'll see where that goes, but I thought everything was done pretty well. There's some moments you can sit and watch and like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen. Oh, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's an action movie. I expect stuff like that.
Yeah, don't go in this thinking this is gonna be just art. It's just perfection. This is the type of movie where you just turn off your brain a little bit and just sit back, maybe get a little drink, popcorn, down with a couple friends, just watch just a good action movie.
It sucks when you're in a movie review and there's really not much you can really say about it, like you can some other movies.
This is true.
It was a decently long movie too. Like not
Yeah.
like, it wasn't like super long, but it was long enough to where you still got enjoyment, and it wasn't just like no story, guns blazing, fire, boom, boom, explosions, into movie. It's not like that. You get more than that, but you do get that. There was a part in it where there is something that happens to a child that caught me off guard, because I forget how much we can do with children in movies, but then I also forget how much we can't do.
Mm-hmm.
And it caught me and Zach off guard, and we're like, okay, so this guy is definitely the antagonist. If you didn't think he was the antagonist before, you know he's the antagonist now.
Yeah, there's really nothing much to say about the movie. It's fine. It's your standard action movie.
Standard action movie with a drug lord having a whole city in his pocket with the military and police force in his back pocket. That's just the kind of movie you got.
Another thing about this movie that I really like, there wasn't a forced romance in this movie.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Even though there is no woman in there that we would have had that with.
Yeah, there was no romance in this movie. I mean, sure, there's like a married couple, but you probably see them for a couple minutes. It's not really that big of a deal. But our protagonist isn't like in some sort of relationship.
He doesn't save somebody to fall in love with them.
That's true. That was one thing I did like about the movie.
If I had to describe it in a way, I guess it'd be like somebody distantly fathering a kid, even though he's only with them for just a couple hours.
Yeah.
Because the movie all takes place within just like, 2 days, 2-3 days?
Yeah.
But like, it's just like him building a good connection there. So you got some emotion there, but not really enough to make you like cry over.
No.
It's an action movie. If you're crying, you got problems. I would give the movie a solid 3.8 out of 5. Now, that's not diminishing the movie. That's not saying the movie's bad at all. The movie's definitely not bad. But it's not great. It's not something rewatchable. It's not something that makes me just chase after. It's whatever.
I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It was fine. Action was really good in it. It's just your standard action movie. The story was so-so. I would recommend it though if you're just in a mood for a good action movie. I would definitely give it a watch then, because I think some of the action in this movie will definitely mind blow you. So definitely give it a watch.
Definitely the camera work. But with that, guys, thank you for checking out another movie review. Got some good skits coming up. Got some different videos coming up too. So stay tuned for those.
And with that, see you in the next video.
I got eyes on my surroundings. Enemies worth money, but families worth diamonds. Friends come and go when it rains, when it snows, but the loyal ones stay through the pain, through the cold. Humble beginnings, and now I'm making strides. Ain't nothing changed but the rich.
Watch our Marvel